So we'll just carry this stuff in. You know summer's here when figs like that start arriving. There you are.
So we've got cool salad today, then.
A cool salad. That's with sunglasses and baseball caps.
That's a gangster salad, mate.
That's a gangster salad,
And
yeah.
tasty pork.
Tasty pork. I'm happy with that one.
Talking cool salads, come to me.
The other thing I'm going to add to this is my pasta. Now, this is a great way of using leftover pasta. This is an orecchietti, which means little ear.
Say again.
Orecchietti.
Oh, I love it when you speak Italian.
Oh, do you? Now, toss this together and put it aside. There we go. And what we're going to dress this with is a pesto-style dressing. Now, I'm not going to call it pesto because I know the boys will have a go at me straight away because it doesn't contain basil.
It's not pesto, then?
Well, this is made in exactly the same way. The only difference, really, is I'm not using basil. I'm using a mixture of different herbs. Flat parsley.
Yeah.
A bit of rosemary. Not too much, just a little sprig. Now then, if you want to pick me off some nice leaves...
Stalk and everything?
Not too much stalk, please.
Not too much stalk.
Now, rosemary is normally a herb that you cook with. You don't tend to eat
woody,
it...
isn't it?
You don't tend to eat it raw very often.
You sure you make the right decision?
Yeah, just a sprig like this, and strip the leaves off. Don't put the woody stem in. Next ingredient, garlic. Also, a red chilli. I'm going to halve my chilli lengthways and get rid of the seeds because they won't get blitzed. They'll just kind of end up sticking in your teeth. So we've got the rosemary, the parsley, the chilli and the garlic. If you could grate me a nice large handful of parmesan.
Parmesan, yeah.
These are sun-blushed tomatoes.
Yeah, let's have a look at those. Let's try one.
Now, we all know about sun-dried tomatoes, but if you look here, the texture's
quite... sun-dried, that's so last year.
It's quite a bit...
I'm glad you're using sun-blushed.
They're quite a bit softer, more succulent. In with our sun-blushed tomatoes. That's plenty.
Is that loads? Right.
Yeah. Nice handful of this parmesan. Now it's time for the olive oil. I'm nearly ready. You'll be pleased to hear.
Are you almost done, are you?
Yeah.
You don't mess about?
No. Now you should get a nice waft of lovely aroma. Smell of the Mediterranean coming your way.
Is that you or the sauce?
Yeah. OK, in we go. Quick toss around. Look at that. Yum.
I'm quite surprised. I didn't think I was going to like it.
You say this to me
pasta salads.
every week. You say, I'm surprised how nice that tastes. You've still not got faith in me, have you?
No, it is nice. It is nice.
I bet you 20 quid you don't win, though.
All right, then, Ben. Shake on it. All right, then, I'm ready. They're going to like it. All yours, then, mate.
I really love it. OK, I have to turn my pork over.
Ooh.
See, look at that lovely colour. Be nice and gentle with these. Superb. I'll turn that down a wee bit.
They're going to like that.
I'm just going to plate. Transfer those.
There you go.
And now we can get ready to assemble the dish.
I'm taking the belly to make crispy barbecued pork, Chinese style. It's really easy and it's actually very impressive. So it's a bit of a dinner party on a budget.
I love belly of pork.
Do you?
Yeah, in fact, if you hadn't gone for that, I'd have definitely
It's a very economical cut. It's a very interesting cut of meat, belly pork, because we've got the skin on the top, and that's going to be the star of the show because it'll crispen up really brilliantly. So I'm just going to get the tin with a rack on to sit our meat on. OK, let's just position that there. Now, first thing I'm going to do is take a skewer and I'm going to pierce it deeply in there. Now, you could, as an alternative, score it, but this is going to help get that crackling good and crunchy. Now, over there, Paul, I've got the kettle boiling. If you could bring that over for me.
Yeah, sure.
Put your pork on there. The water, boiling water, will shrink back the skin, and that'll help with the crispiness. We need a hot, dry heat to get that crunchy skin.
Yeah.
Now, if one of you boys wouldn't mind getting rid of that and then bringing it back, I'll pop this here.
Are you finished with the kettle?
I have, thank you. So it's important to get rid of all that excess water to prevent any steaming. OK, now it's time for our flavouring. As usual, I'm doing a little bit of my own invention here because I've got traditional Chinese 5-spice. So a couple of teaspoons of this.
So you've got good aniseedy flavour.
Yeah. A bit of salt. In that goes. Now, for my own little flavouring, I'm going to add a touch of my favourite spice of this season, which is smoked paprika. I love it. I know it's not very Chinese, but
It really is smoky as well.
it is smoky. I'm going to rub it in really, really well. OK, it's going to go in at 220, 10 minutes, then we'll lower the oven and let it cook for a further 30 minutes, just to cook the meat right through. OK, in that goes.
So, is this one of your intrepid travelling dishes?
No, this is kind of an invention for feeding people on a budget, really. This is a dinner party dish. And look how easy it's been so far, and we're nearly there.
Are we?
There's a dish up there, Ben.
This big one?
Yes, please. Now, for the flavouring, I'm going to make a sauce that our pork will sit in later. And up here, I have got my oriental ingredients that are going to really pack some flavour into this. So the chilli oil goes in first. Really got a pungent, fantastic flavour.
You always see that on the tables in Chinatown.
Now, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. My last ingredient is rice vinegar. Now, I'm using this because it's authentic, but you could use an ordinary wine vinegar if you've got some around. So we'll just give this a stir around. And all we've got to do now is wait for our pork to cook, and we're pretty well ready. Look at that.
Smoking,
That's a good sign. Bit of smoke. Don't let that put you off.
It's crispy.
Let's have a look. Now, this crackling has gone quite dark, but that's fine.
That
Okay.
looks fantastic.
Thank
Look at
you.
that, how crisp that is.
Now, that goes straight into our sauce mixture.
Onto the floor.
In it goes. I reckon this whole meal, feed 4 people, less than a £5. Less than an hour, less than a £5. What more could you want?
A few cans of
What do you do
beer.
for the rest of the day if not cooking?
Watching you two faff about. I'm serving this with sushi rice, which I really like, and I've stirred through a bit of pickled ginger and some coriander. Now's the time. Moment of truth. Okay, enjoy it. To be honest,
And if they don't like curry, I'm stuffed.
I don't think they'll recognise that it's actually a vindaloo. They'll know it's
Why
a
not?
pork curry.
Are you saying they're stupid?
They know what a chicken tikka masala is, but beyond that,
These people are
it's a
culinary
curry.
giants.
Here we go. Scent.
Staple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. The drum rolls.
Go on. I've got a feeling. I've got a good feeling. It's about time I
You
went
ready for it?
Let's face it.
Crispy belly of pork.
No.
Best dish.
It was a good dish.
Thank you very much. I'm
It
very
was a
glad
good
about
dish.
that. You can kiss me
I
tonight.
can't wait.
We're in the final furlong. Bring it on.
Okay, congratulations! Thank you very much.
Play horse.
Oh, you did really
Phoning up all the spices that I think are really, really decent. We had a feeling. We had a feeling that might do quite well.